Hi, welcome back. I continue to be Sarah Johnson in the Joy Labs. I am very excited you're here for our next in the series, self-care and community care, how those two connect. What I am boldly proposing today, get ready, is that you care for yourself as well as you care for others. So, at least as well as you care for others, you should be caring for yourself. Heck yeah. I know this is shocking. Amazing. Wait for it. Yeah, why am I asking this, right? Why am I boldly proposing that you care for yourself at least as well as you care for others? Well, one argument is it feels better. It just feels better. If you're taking care of yourself, it feels better. You will feel better. It builds a better foundation for you as a human. And I would argue because the people who love us need us. If we're not adequately caring for ourselves, we're not going to be able to effectively and sustainably, meaning, do a good job of and keep doing a good job of taking care of other people. So, what am I even talking about with self care? Let's talk about that for a second. Basically, I'm talking about the skills and activities we do to take care of ourselves. That seems kind of redundant. Essentially, how are we keeping ourselves healthy? Well, thinking about our bodies, that's our container. It has all of our stuff in it, right? It has our brains and our hearts and our lungs and our guts and all of our dreams and hopes and memories. All of that stuff is in our container. So if we're not treating our container well, it's probably not going to feel as good. It's probably not going to be as healthy. So we need to think about how do we fuel our container? How do we move our container? And, if we move our container a lot, we'll probably need a little more fuel, right? If we don't move our container as much, we might need a little less. How do we then rest and recover? Taking deep breaths on a regular basis. Ooh, what a good excuse to use my chime to take a breath together. Here comes a ding. Those regular deep breaths can help bring our stress level down. We also want to be mindful, so noticing what's going on inside us internally and what's going on around us. Really important life skill is asking for help when we need it. Practicing healthy coping skills, so actually doing some things in response to stress can make a huge difference. Finding things that we enjoy, whether it be drawing or taking a stroll or learning about race cars or llamas, whatever it is, that can be a really important piece of our day. Taking medication as prescribed. So both, I mean this literally, like if a doctor has said, "Hey, this would be a good medication for you," don't just take it whenever you feel like it. Take it per their instructions. And if you don't feel like it's working, talk to that doc. Okay, super important. Sometimes medication doesn't work if we take it just sometimes or stop taking it. Sometimes it's not the right medication for us, so our doc can help us with that, or our care provider. I also mean medication as in the things that help fuel you, your soul. So for me, soul fuel is color and light. And so my medication is making sure I get a little bit of art and color and light and rainbows in my life every day. Really important to our self care is connecting with others and a sense of purpose. So that sense of community and something bigger than ourselves. It's also important to have healthy boundaries. So we're only humans, mere mortals. We can't do it all. There are some things that are just beyond our scope. And so setting those boundaries can be a really healthy thing for our self care. A few things to think about with your self care. The way you care for yourself makes the difference in your ability to be able to kind of manage stress that comes at you. And so to like calm down and self regulate when things are hard. You're also showing other people how to do it when you do self care. You're also making sure that you've got a bigger capacity, a bigger ability to help other people. Like I said, if you're not sleeping at all, you're probably not, you're going to crash at some point and you're not going to be very helpful for your friends. Also, increasing resilience, which is something we're going to talk about at the end of this series. Self-care and community care cannot be taken apart. We need each other and community needs us. So self-care is an essential part of taking care of the community. I ask you boldly, care for yourself as well as you care for others. Want to give you an opportunity to reflect. You may want to pause, or maybe you'll do this after the recording. But thinking about how has caring for others impacted you, both the good and the bad? How balanced do you feel like your self-care and community care is? And what do you think about the concept of self-care as a part of community care? Is that something new to you? Is that something familiar? What are you thought about? What are you thinking about that? As always, I want to remind you to ask for help when you need it. There is help available. There's national resources. A couple of resources that we know are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, available anywhere in the United States by phone. You'll get a caring, trained individual to help you out no matter what's going on. And as always, I invite you to take some of this information with you and reflect further on something you're going to take away, your action steps related to it. So how can you make sure that you remember to bother to do it? And who can you lean on? Who might support you in activating your learning? Finally, I want to thank you and bonus, almost thought it wasn't there. Here's a gif of my cat Jean snoring, derpy. Hope you have a great day. Take care of you. So glad you've joined us. I hope to see you for our next video.